We have a major development this morning in California's roadmap for reopening. Face coverings are now mandatory across the entire state of California. Governor Newsom issued an executive order yesterday as the number of coronavirus cases continue to grow across the state.
And I'm very concerned by what we're seeing. And we think the most impactful thing we can do, short of going back to a stay-at-home order, is wearing face coverings when we can't practice physical distancing.
So when do you have to wear that mask? The state says anytime you're indoors in a public space, inside hospitals or pharmacies, waiting or riding on public transit or ride shares like Uber or Lyft, and anytime you're interacting with the public while at work. But how will that new order be enforced? ABC 10's Carlos Herrera is live outside of the state capitol to explain. Carlos, tell us more.
Kirsten, as you just heard the governor in yesterday's announcement, he didn't mention any details about how the state plans on enforcing this mandate, but the state's Department of Public Health says we need to treat this mandate, this order, as any other, because it does come with violations for those, or penalties rather, for those who violate the mandate. That includes things like a misdemeanor, a fine, or many other penalties. Now, that does come with a major catch as well. And now the experts do say that while it's enforceable with the misdemeanor charge, it's up to local agencies to decide enforcement or education. In our area, most counties have opted for a more educational approach, but that doesn't mean they can't punish you if you disobey. In fact, most places in our region are expecting businesses to enforce the order. Now, the big question here this morning is it legal? Short answer is yes. That's what legal experts say. That's because the state has many times proven in court that the order is necessary to prevent the spread of coronavirus, which has killed more than 5,200 Californians.
Let's compare that to having to stay in your house. Which one is a heavier burden on your liberty? I'd say probably staying in your house, and that's okay.
Health officials in our area say face coverings prevent droplets from the mouth and nose from going airborne and spreading the virus to another person. Most of them also agree they are an important step in safely reopening the economy. Now, Kirsten, a lot of questions this morning as a lot of people are waking up to the announcement yesterday. Now, a question from Rosemary rather, straight from Facebook. I live in Sacramento County, which doesn't have a face mask order. Do I need to wear one? Short answer, Rosemary, is yes. Although your local jurisdiction doesn't have a face mask mandate, the state does. And as you heard Kirsten earlier, everyone has to wear it in public places except those who are 2 years or younger or those with breathing problems. I also want to mention, Kirsten, that Sacramento County health officials did mention that they're considering in having a mandatory face mask order, and they're likely to make that announcement later today. I'll send it back over to you.
Yeah, thank you for that live report, Carlos, and that information. Okay.